I'm Julie Kushman from CVI Connect, and this is part of our Saturdays with CVI Connect Live. So if you're signed on, please ask any questions that you would like me to answer. This might be a very short session today because I don't have any questions as of now. So one of the things that I just started looking into is taking a class through Perkins, and the book that is recommended for reading, it's a newer book. It's Keys to Educational Success, Teaching Students with Visual Impairments and Multiple Disabilities. So this is my new read for the next, it's a nice thick book, but so hopefully not too long, but I am very curious about it and excited about the class. So there was a post maybe a couple of days ago about O&M services. Through CVI Connect, we really don't give recommendations because state by state there's different laws. We just want to give support on activity ideas. So as for ideas for orientation and mobility, we have a couple of salient feature activities. So we have the stop sign, the yield sign, a couple of different signage, the bathroom sign for men and women, things that your children will see out in the community, crosswalk sign or crosswalk areas, and then so it's just the sign itself, and then it's that environment, so it gets a little bit more complex as you go through the activities. Those are simple pictures. Let's see, those are, so if there's something that you're specifically interested in, I know when I went up and observed Matt Tingent in Connecticut, he had a great app, and I can't think of the name of it right now, but he used an app to take pictures. He was able to take a picture of the item. So for example, of a garbage can. So he took a picture of just the garbage can. He put a button on there. So it was like an invisible button. And then when you touch it, it'll say garbage can. The nice thing with that app is you were able to hear that real human voice that you're recorded. So whether it was Matt or the student that got to do the recording, which is definitely motivational, that was really cool. So when he would do the picture of just the garbage can, and then a garbage can in a classroom area, and then they would work on generalizing that skill of where could they find the garbage can. And then it turned into a scavenger hunt. So that was a fun way of working in those salient features, talking about things in those natural environments that the student will need to find. So they did garbage can, Kleenex box, water bottle, some of those basic things. So that was really cool to observe. I see. Let's see. Can you tell the book name in text? I can. Let me type it in real quick. So, and it was produced by Perkins School for the Blind and AFB Press. So we have Keys to Educational Success, Teaching and then I'll just put Perkins and AFB. All right. And I was trying to look for when it was published, and it was I think it's 2016. So I'll just put that on here too, because that's really important when you're looking at new literature and resources, is how old are they? Are they considering the new research that's out there, or is it going off of old research? So that was another reason that I was super excited to have this textbook. So I'm going to hit enter here. So there you go. And let's see, I normally am a really good talker of making up topics, but maybe some new activities. Let's pull up some of my activities that we've been working on. Actually, I'll pull the iPad. And for those people that aren't able to sign on right now, and this is going to be recorded, so please feel free to message us through Facebook, and I'll respond to you guys that way. So I'm super excited. We were able to receive the new version for the teacher, the professional package this past week. So Stephanie and I were able to trial things out, see how those new activities are working, see those new features. That was really cool. We did have a conference call stating that when anything that you start new, it's gonna take some time. You're gonna run into those bumps in the road that weren't expected, things that normally take only a couple of days or so are taking a little bit longer. So I apologize for not being able to get it in the hands of teachers at the time that we said we were going to, but we want to make sure it's a good quality product and that people aren't getting frustrated when they're using the product. So we're doing the best to get it out as soon as possible, but also our primary goal is having a good quality product for you guys. So activities. I've worked on a couple of new activities for the letters. So I think we added L and D within. Those will probably be posted over within this weekend. I had a family that a parent requested an activity, so that was super cool. Let's see. In the letter activities, some of them are already posted, so you can, if you're a current subscriber, you can check those out. Actually, I can show you guys real quick some of the activities that are already posted. Let me go into my account. So in my search title up here, I'm just typing in letter, so I don't have to scroll all the way down through all those activities. So I'm just typing LETT and then search. So we did I get D up there? I didn't push it over to my account. That's what it was. Okay, so I'll just walk you guys through this for anyone that's not familiar with CVI Connects. This is my piece of it. Oh gosh, I can't get that. Maybe right there. Okay, so activities, and then I'm going to search on here, letter, letter D. So I'm going to hit search. So right now there's several pages in our letter activities. So I'm just going to run the first one, and that's what the customer sees. So they'll see that one activity, and then on the teacher end, I see all of the pages that go along with it. There we go. So I'm going to hit start, lower right hand corner, and oh, there you can kind of see the D. There it is. That's the right spot. Okay, so I'm going to hit start. And I know it started because the number down here is starting to count up. So the whole purpose is just working on the shape of D and giving multiple opportunities. I use this with our students that are working on the unique learning system. So the whole purpose is just to drag it up to the red outlined D. You'll hear the sound, the labeling that this is the letter D, and then you've got some yellow twinkle effects on there. There they are. Okay, so then you just touch the next page. So now you have a choice of two. And some of our activities, there's multiple different, so even though we have several letter activities out there, they're kind of done in a little bit different ways. So it just depended on the student that I was working with at the time. So in the beginning, I started off with 8 different options, and that worked great for one student where it didn't work great for another student. So some of the activities I didn't complete all the way to the 8. If that's something that you guys need, please send us a request and we'll get that taken care of. So here we are, D, making that match. If you put it over to the D over there, it's going to say try again. And then I didn't want it to state anything for the non-preferred letter there. So again, D is mixed up, it's different letter. Pretty simple.
D.
All right, so it switched. I didn't finish that activity, so so it went over to A. That's why I decided I didn't finish. So I'm gonna hit quit. So it goes through that. So it does the capital letter, and then it'll go through the lower letter because D is still D, whether it's capital or lowercase. And I thought that was important to work on teaching. And I also did a D video, and I'll show you that real quick. If I search letter D, then I won't have to do that. Scrolling through. All right. So here is the letter D video. And I apologize, our video creating piece of it through the app, it wasn't working for a few months. So we didn't do a lot of videos. But now that it's up and running again, life is good. So I'm gonna hit start. And so this is just working on the shape of D. So when it's running through the activity, I'll just keep repeating and repeating. It's just running on a loop. So you can get multiple opportunities for that student. Okay, so there's letter D. And then there was something else I was talking about earlier. Oh, the student. So we have, let me see if I can find the activity, and then I'll explain the conversation that I had with the parents. Where is it? Not where it's supposed to be. Let's see if I can find it. My paper's eluding me right now, but I can go from memory. So the mom messaged me through the app in I'll show that to you real quick. So right here in the messaging piece, there's a little tab up there that says message. So she sent me a message, said, hey, I really liked your fall activity. I was really curious if you could create something like that for the word help. So her son's working on the help icon. She wanted something where it was more of that salient feature in teaching and getting that cause and effect. So what we talked about is having help on the page. When he touches it, it'll say help. There was, let's see what else, a couple of different pages. So it would have her icon, and then it would have maybe the realistic icon that he would see the computer generated piece of it, the electronic piece through what the school, his peers are using. And then it might have the video with the movement of writing help on it, or something about with having like little twinkle stars on that. So that was some of the things that we talked about. I told her it'd be done this weekend, so that's my project for this weekend. Let's see, are there any other questions that have come through? Nothing yet. So I'll ramble on for another couple of minutes, and if there's no more questions, then I'll sign off. So it was just a really cool opportunity with a parent where I could see what her child's needs were, talk about, what we could create, what the possibilities of our creating piece of it were, and we were able to brainstorm an activity that would meet her child's direct needs. So sometimes I might not be able to get it in that week. I'll try to give you my best guess of when I can have time to complete it. We're really looking at a week to 2 weeks for activities. And so we had that phone conversation. She sent the requested message. I called her back. We were able to have a phone conversation. I'll send her the trial. She'll kind of give me some ideas of, oh, maybe you could add this to it, or maybe change this, and then I'll push it over to their activity list. So that'll be something that's specific for him, because that was a picture of help that she sent over to me. So that might look different from student to student of what their icon looks like or what that image looks like. So that would be a unique activity that we specially created for that family. So hi Bonnie, how are you doing today? What's the name of that program. So the program that we're talking about is CVI Connect's app. So it's on Apple Store, and it's a free, so if you just go and purchase the app itself, it's free. You're really paying for the subscription. If you go to our website, which is cviconnect.co, I'm going to put it up here. So that is, you go to our website, you go to, I believe, the purchasing page, and then you can register and sign up for all this. So we have all kinds of activities. I'll just go through. We have a place where you can send us messages through the parent platform. We have all of our activities. We have just over 100 activities now. There's a journal section, so anybody that has the parent version, they can have it at school for the PTs, OTs. Anyone that works with the student can have the parent version of the app. And that's what it's really intended for, is that that's where CVI Connect comes from. We want to connect all the service providers, get them on the same page, being able to communicate, send resources to classroom teachers or the service providers. So that's where you have the activities there, you have the journal, you can send messages back and forth to, hey, today went really well, he was looking at this activity, or we did this at home, we did this activity and it was a quiet background, he did really well. How did he do at school when he did the activity? There's resources at the bottom, these little, can I get it? There we go. So we've got the little globes, which are books, and then there's, I think those are the websites, and then the blue rectangles, those are resources that we have uploaded, either Stephanie or myself. We have the report card piece, which someone messaged saying that they weren't able to get it. So if at any time, that's the data stating how many activities have been run, how long they were run for, if we were looking to collect data of how many times they were touching in a certain area, we can look at all of that pieces. So if it's for some reason down and not running, then just let us know and I'll send you over that Excel documents, and we can talk about different ways of data collection and what you're looking for. Sometimes it's just opportunity. So maybe, as a teacher for the visually impaired, I'm trying to really get two times out of the week as my service time. So I'm trying to get, 10 opportunities total throughout the week, and I'll go in and do my service time for 2 times, and then I'll talk to the classroom teacher, see how it would work best in her routine, and then at home of how they can use that, get those opportunities at home as well. So if you're just looking for those opportunities, that's another way of collecting data on it. So let's see. Does anyone else have any other questions that I can answer on the Facebook Live piece? If not, then I will, you have our email, which is on our website, cviconnect.co. You have customers, you can message us through the app. We have our Facebook page. Anything else? I can just imagine someone over there frantically typing like, no, don't sign off yet. But I think I am good for today. So if you guys have any questions, just let us know. We're here for you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.